sales. Now, this is not a luxury designer sale, but this is actually a sale from Rent the Runway. And apparently they're having dresses and other things that they are renting. They're no longer renting, and I guess they're just selling at this point. So curious to see what that is. As apparently there's also a sunglass sale going on in there as well. So we'll check that out too. I have no intention of buying anything. I'm trying to do a no buy or low buy for a couple of months. Right now it is very slow at the bakery and really don't have any income coming in. So it makes me feel very guilty to spend money when I don't have any money coming in. But that being said, we'll just have a look around and maybe just have fun browsing.
Nice. Those are nice.
I don't think these are me.
Nah.
No.
I mean, they look good, but they're okay. I like the Dolce & Gabbana better. Let's see.
The pink looks better.
Pink's better. Yeah, they're
They
like
look like my Dior's already, right? Welcome to another vlog. It's Saturday morning and I hope you had a very good, productive week. I think I did. Something I've been struggling with lately, unfortunately, is my sleep. And I think, again, that's just due to a lot of my stresses and everything that's happening. There's some things happening behind the scenes, which I don't really want to get into right now, but some life-changing things that I will share with you in a future video, of course. I think it's been affecting my sleep. I've been really trying to utilize my Ultrahuman ring and get to know it better. I'm still not at all at a place where I really understand everything that's going on. Oh, it's telling me my ring is 30% below at this point, so I need to charge it. Usually I've been having to charge it every 2 days or so, which is fine. I mean, I think it charges fairly quickly within a half hour to an hour, more or less. I just kind of leave it on there for a few hours and then just come back to it. A couple of times I've left it on the charger and forgotten to take it with me to go to sleep. I have been having a lot of fun trying to make sense of the analytics, and I've been trying to really kind of dive deep into it, especially my sleep score, because I'm not doing that well. Last night I was at a 70 on my sleep score. It says that I got 6 hours and 10 minutes of sleep, but I was in bed for 7 hours and 25 minutes. So an hour and 15 minutes of it, I was tossing and turning or awake. My heart rate is supposed to drop early in my sleep to show that I am maximizing my rest. It says that my heart rate didn't fall until 7:07 a.m., which is really bizarre. So I'm not quite sure how it's reading that, but it's giving me a red and it's saying that it needs attention. So yeah, it says my sleep was 70. And it says my REM sleep was only about an hour and a half, light sleep for 2 hours, 40 minutes, and deep sleep for 2 hours, 5 minutes. My lowest heart rate was 53 beats per minute. You got less than optimal sleep volume. Getting enough sleep helps improve memory, immunity, and recovery. I only had 2 full cycles of sleep here. 2 full cycles of sleep. 6 hours and 10 minutes. I did go to bed fairly late last night, I think around 12:30. We were up watching the concert on YouTube for the Fire Aid, and there was a lot of performers on there, ones that, you know, date back to my youth. I want to say also that I think my perimenopause is having something to do with my lack of sleep. I know it is a symptom of perimenopause. I don't want to get too much into it now because that's something I want to talk to you about in a future video in more depth once I have a better understanding of it. It is definitely a symptom that I've been experiencing, especially in the last few months since I made a pretty big change. Dealing with that, hopefully that will help improve my sleep in the future. But yeah, there are still so many other parameters and everything that I need to learn on this app. So getting to know it slowly but surely. I'm really enjoying it so far. On a very positive note, I have to say I finally finished my Atomic Habits book. And I'm so excited that I finally finished it. It has been such a good read. In fact, I almost feel like I need to go through it and read it a second time just to make sure that it really sinks in. I've learned so much from it, but I want to really make sure that I absorb it. I honestly, truly believe it's such a game changer if you actually implement the advice that he's giving you in this book. Right now, I'm on to another book. In fact, I bought a few books because I'm excited to keep reading, and I'm hoping to still get better at it, but one down and so many more to go. I'm on to my latest book. This is The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins. I heard her on a couple of podcasts, just thought that sounds like a really interesting book to read. I'm excited for it. I've only just read the introduction so far, the first 10 pages, and she talks about how she started it all with her 5-second theory, which I honestly don't think I'd ever really heard of. Not quite sure. It's so interesting about how she just came up with this theory and shared it, and it went viral. And then from there, she just came up with other methods of motivation, or methods of discipline, I should say. Just built an entire career out of it. So very, very impressive. And I'm very interested to see what the rest of the book says, because just from the title alone and from hearing some of the podcast clips that I've heard from her talking about it, it's probably something I will definitely benefit from, because if there's something that I really truly need to work on is my fear of what people think of me. And I'm just always worried about how I look to other people, about what they think of me, if they like me, if they don't like me, and why. I just want to be liked by everybody, and that really shouldn't matter. I don't know. I mean, I really hope to learn a great deal out of this book, and of course I'll share it with you. And I'll try to read it at a faster pace than I did Atomic Habits, because when did I start that? Like October, September? I don't know. That's embarrassing. I also picked up 2 other books which I've heard good things about. This one here, How to Win Friends and Influence People. I think this is more of a salesperson's type of book. I'm not quite sure, but I think it might be worth a read. We'll see if I can get into that, but I'm a one book kind of gal, so I'm going to read these afterwards. And then this other one, The Daily Stoic, I heard really good things about this one too. I think he has another book that's very interesting that I thought about getting as well, but I think this is one of his first ones, or it says here, The Obstacle is the Way. I don't know. Well, we'll see how this one turns out, but it's going to be a while before I get to these because I have to read the other one first. I'm working on my next video. I'm hoping to film it later on today. I've actually been collecting information on it for over a week. It's a handbag trends video for 2025, and I love handbags. I definitely don't own a whole lot of them, but I love everything about handbags. Hoping to add to my collection in the future, but anyway, that's besides the point. And I love trends. I love seeing what's in style and what's hot and what's not. It's just something I always enjoy. So I've written a lot of notes here that I will be talking about. I am also collecting links that I could link in reference to each different type of bag, and that takes a long time. It takes several hours over the course of several days. I've been working on this probably for about a week. I've scripted and made notes as to what I want to talk about, and I'm also pulling probably about 10 or so links for every category. So I'll have plenty to link and have options for viewers to shop if they see anything that catches their eye. For me, it takes a lot of work. I don't like to just look at other people's versions of this topic and just copy them. I like to do my own research. So I go on all the sites, from Vogue to Bazaar to Marie Claire, Cosmopolitan, a bunch of like fashion blog sites like Fashionista and Fashion United. So many, there's so many. And I just kind of do a little breakdown of what they're all calling the hottest trends, and I create a little collection of it and then talk about them and provide information on that. I love it. I love the research aspect of it. I love the studying part of it, and I just find enjoyment in it. And for me, it's so much more rewarding to do it this way than just looking at the top videos in this category and just copying what they have to say. I mean, I'm sure for the most part, I end up saying similar things to what they say, but I don't want to feel like I'm just copying everybody else on the internet. I like to come up with my own information and share that. So that takes a lot of time. I know it would probably be a shortcut to just watch other people and copy them, but it's just not the way I operate. And for that reason, it does take me a lot longer to prepare for videos than maybe somebody else might. I also have extreme trouble talking naturally to the camera. As you can tell, I struggle with my words. It just doesn't come naturally. I trip over my words. It's like my brain is operating faster than I can speak, and I'm thinking ahead of what I want to say, and then my brain just kind of jumbles all up, and I lose my train of thought, and And I end up doing exactly what I'm doing right now. I hesitate. I'm saying and a lot. Just breaking up my sentences and not able to complete a sentence in a single breath. It's just so frustrating and annoying, and it's something I have to work on. It's also something that maybe vlogging a little more will help, because it just is good practice to just talk out loud, to just speak out loud. And for many, many years now, I've been working quietly on my own. At the bakery, I often work by myself, and I'm just in my own space, in my own mind, not speaking. And it's almost like I'm beginning to think that speaking is a skill. So if you don't do it a lot, you kind of lose it. And that's kind of how I'm feeling. Like I just can't speak very well and very flowy. I do a lot of editing in my videos to cut out all my gaps and my inability to remember what words I'm going to say, like just happened just right now. I can't think of what I'm going to say. Like my mind goes blank. But I think that just means I just need to practice more. Running out to Taco Tuesday with 5 of our friends. Outfit for the evening is a mango turtleneck, Gucci jeans, mango socks and shoes. I have a Celine belt, Gucci earrings, a mango blazer, and my vintage Chanel bag. I think that's everything. Oh, bracelets are old from, I don't know, Zara, ancient, probably 20 years old. All right, let's go. Hey, just grabbing the vlogging camera now. I've been away from it all day. Last night dinner was great. We went to Calaveras in Newport Beach, and it was Taco Tuesday. Met up with 3 of our friends. 2 of them ended up not being able to come, so it was just the 5 of us. But we had a great time. No, I had shrimp enchiladas, which were delicious, and I had a little mushroom taco on the side. And for dessert, we had an apple pie chimichanga. It was really yummy. Very, very fried, but really yummy. I was actually quite productive, if I may say so myself. Last night, actually, I was up till 3 a.m. finishing a video because it has a sponsorship in it, and I needed to send it out to get it approved in order to have it uploaded by this Saturday. So hopefully they can get back to me in time and I can get that uploaded on time. Otherwise, I won't have a video for this Saturday. So I was up till 3 a.m. and then I woke up around 7:30 a.m. So I'm operating on very little sleep right now, but I'll make up for it tonight. Went on a walk with my friend for about an hour and then came back and just dove right into work. I had 4 reels to film. Actually, well, 3 of them were just for the fun of Instagram, but one of them was actually a collaboration. I did a little gifting collaboration with Armani Beauty in exchange for a reel on Instagram. And it's for their Luminous Silk Concealers. This is not sponsored. I'm just showing you what they sent me. And I must say, I actually really love how it looks. I did it on my under eyes and I kind of lifted my face a little with some brightening. I actually really, really love how these turned out. They sent me 2 concealers. They wanted me to have one that matches my skin tone and one that's a little lighter because the purpose of the reel was to do kind of a brightening, a concealing and brightening type of reel. And I got 4.75 and 4.5. Turns out the 4.75 is actually lighter than the 4.5. They worked just fine. I loved how they looked on me. It's actually lighter than the 4.5. So I used that for brightening and that for concealing. So I did under my eyes. I did everywhere really. And I think it turned out beautifully. I mean, I was really happy with how it looked. I didn't set it with powder. I just wanted to leave it glowing for the purpose of the reel. And I actually didn't end up powdering it the rest of the day either. And it held up fine. And in and out of clothing and changing and everything. It's held up beautifully. I love it. One thing I also did prior to that, because honestly, I don't like to film, not that I don't like it, I get very nervous filming beauty reels just because I feel like my skin is not perfect. Of course, I have aging, mature skin, and especially on my under eyes, I feel like they're very crepey and dry and always get very caked up whenever I put concealer underneath. It just immediately finds every nook and cranny to dig itself into and just gives me an older appearance, even older than I would look without it, even though I have really dark circles. It's kind of like which is the lesser of the two evils. What I did before was I purchased this Grace and Stella off of Amazon. I've seen a lot of influencer beauty ladies using it. My sister also recommended it to me. She does a little Instagram as well. She has a beauty channel. I'll put her down below if you want to follow her. She does beautiful makeup. She's not professional, but she really knows how to put on makeup, and she's always trying to teach me how to do it. I'm terrible at it. Put these on ahead of time, almost for like an hour. I stuck them on, I left them on, and then about a half hour into it, obviously they're pretty dry on my face, but I peeled them away and I put some more moisturizer underneath, and then I kind of slapped it back on my eyes and then let them sit for another half hour or so. It worked wonders on my under eyes. In fact, I need to make sure I do this all the time because it really did hydrate them, whether it was on their own or the help of the other moisturizer that I used with it. Whatever it was, it worked beautifully because they looked incredible. Just much less crepier and gross, and I was really happy about it. So anyway, it made me feel that much more comfortable filming this reel for Armani Beauty, and I hope it turns out well. I sent it off for approval and hopefully they approve it and I can post it on Instagram. But anyway, I'm really excited for that. It was just a gifting campaign. It's not a paid sponsorship. But for Instagram, it's fine because my following is really small. It's just good practice. That's what I think. It's good practice. I get some great makeup out of it. And this is makeup that I normally probably wouldn't buy on my own because it is really luxurious. I'm not even quite sure how much these cost, but the fact that it's Armani is, it's a little up there in price, I'm sure, but they are fantastic and I'm really loving them. I'll continue to use them and I might even replenish it myself. Who knows? Here is something that I'm super, super excited to try. I was listening to the Skinny Confidential and they had the owner of this product on the podcast. I couldn't get to my computer fast enough to add this into my cart and purchase it because, I don't know, just the way they were talking about it, it sounded like it's a miracle product and it helps reduce fine lines and wrinkles. So it's called LightStim, and this one in particular is for wrinkles. I think they have two others that are for redness and acne or something like that. They have 3 versions of this. So I specifically got the one for wrinkles. I mean, it's basically an LED wand and you hold it close to your face. It sets for about 3 minutes at a time. It'll beep and let you know when to, move it to another area. And I specifically got it because the size of this looks perfect for my eyes. So I wanted to hone in on my under eyes and specifically target those areas there and put some LED directly to that. I mean, I do have the Current Body Mask and I use that almost every morning, but I just felt like this might be a very direct tool to use. Even though that's very close to my face, like this, I can literally touch my face with it. I just feel like it's going to be a much more concentrated treatment directly to the areas that I need attention. It was $249. They have a 10% discount code with Skinny Confidential. The code is SKINNY. So you could use that code and get 10% off. Maybe one day I'll have my own code to share with you. But as of now, I don't. So it comes with an adapter. Here is the LightStim. So you can see how much of my face it's taking up. It's probably going to be able to go over my entire eye. That is amazing. It feels really light and airy. So this is a photo serum. Apply liberally twice daily over clean, dry skin. Massage into face, neck, and décolleté. and let penetrate. Avoid contact with eyes. Use with your light stem treatment to boost results and leave your skin feeling smoother and younger looking. Ooh, okay. I'm going to do that as soon as possible. I will report back to you and let you know how I'm feeling about this product. I'm super excited for it. Next up, I have some sunglasses. Now, these were part of a luxury designer sale that always happens here every few months or so. This one specifically was for sunglasses. I don't think it was really that good of a price. I mean, I suppose I can probably go to off Saks Fifth Avenue or Neiman Marcus Last Call and probably find these at a similar price. First up are these pair of Dolce & Gabbanas. And what struck me about these was how ginormous they are. And I just love how this looks. They're tortoise shell. They have a nice CG here on the side. I just love how big they are. I love it when the glasses cover the eyebrows. It's just, anything smaller than that is just too small. I like them to be full coverage. I also picked up some Chloe sunglasses, and I'm loving these because these look very boho chic. I'm not exactly a boho chic kind of gal. It's like I love it in theory, but I'm not quite sure it really fits my style. But I saw these and fell in love with them. I love the rosy color of them and the shape, of course. Nice and big, and they're kind of a 1, 2, 3, 4. They're like a hexagon shape. Really cool. I just love how that looks. They also have a 70s vibe, so I'm a little more into the 70s vibe than I am into the boho chic vibe. But nonetheless, I think these were fun and cute. You know, I always need something to just doll up my outfits and style things with different pieces. And, you know, these are just sunglasses or things you'll have forever. These are ones that Brett actually grabbed. I tried these on first, and they were actually a little too small for my face, but I love the look of these. These are really trending right now. So it's like these really retro vibe sunglasses, and they look really cool on him. I think they look a little too small on me, so that's kind of why I shied away from them. But I said, Brett, you try these on, and they looked really good on him. So I was like, maybe you should get them and I can steal them from you. And yeah, he was all for it. So these are fun. Like them. And this was a big surprise. Came in the mail yesterday. This is from iHerb, and this is a little PR package, which I was totally not expecting. I'm not quite sure if this is something I signed up for or how they got a hold of me. I don't remember signing up necessarily, but in any case, there's some really good stuff in here. First up, there's a couple of things in here by Beauty of Joseon, and this is a Korean brand, and I have really been loving this product. I've already bought a lot of their things, like their rice milk toner and a face mask that they have, also their sunscreen, and I've been loving their sunscreen. I'm almost done with it. I actually just got a notification from the brand that their sunscreen is being discontinued in the United States because it doesn't meet FDA approval. And so that we had a last minute chance to order sunscreen before they ban it from the United States. And then they're currently working on a new formula that could be FDA approved. But for some reason, I kind of feel like it may not be as good as the version that they have now. But we'll see. So that's kind of a bummer, but I've been really loving the sunscreen that I have from them. And I've been hearing rave reviews about this. This is the Revive Eye Serum. It has ginseng and retinol in it, which is absolutely fantastic. It's probably a gentler version to use this than to use the tretinoin, because I'm not going to lie, I'll put the tretinoin under my eyes occasionally, and I think more often than not, it gets a little irritated under there. It's just a little too strong to handle the sensitivity of that area because my under eyes are paper thin. They're so thin. Okay, that's what it looks like. Okay, it has just a fresh scent. It doesn't smell like anything in particular. Yeah, goes on nice. It doesn't feel too greasy. I'm sure it's like an overnight cream. as opposed to like wearing under makeup type of cream. This is so teeny tiny, I cannot read it for the life of me. And then the other product from Beauty of Joseon is their Red Bean Refreshing Pore Mask. Oh, I'm excited for this one because I've been really feeling like my pores lately here on my nose, feeling larger around my nose and on my chin area, which feels very, very congested. In fact, I feel like I can squeeze the heck out of my chin and probably spend hours doing it because it feels like it's just really congested. But I'm not going to do that because I don't want marks on my chin and creating more inflammation than probably what's already there. I'm going to try this mask because I think it's going to be really beneficial. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay. It's definitely like an exfoliator. It has a little bit of grit in there, but nothing too abrasive. So I can imagine it's going to be a really nice exfoliating mask. Oh, it smells beautiful too. Oh, wow, that smells gorgeous. Okay, lovely. Maybe I'll do this tonight after I wash my face. Next up, we have some hydrogel eye patches from Ideal Love. That's funny. Had I known I was getting that, I probably would have held off on getting this, but these are fantastic anyway. I'm curious to see what these are going to be like. This too. Okay, so this looks very much like the Good Molecule. Ooh, okay, yeah. Oh, they have a gold hue to them. I'll probably be jumping back and forth between those two and seeing how I feel with each of them. Let me know if you'd like me to do a monthly favorites and just let you know how I'm doing with all these things and how I'm progressing with them, what I'm loving, what I'm hating. I'd really love to share that with you. I think that might be a good idea. I'll probably go ahead and do that because I always love to see those things. And sometimes I'll watch somebody's channel and they'll talk about a product and then, you know, it's kind of like I'm left hanging because I don't know if it's working or not. So I would love to share that with you and just keep you up to date on what I'm loving and what I'm using. I'll make note of that. Next up is this Snail Repair Cream by Mizon, if I'm saying that right. Dermatology tested, apply a product under the eyes and dab until fully absorbed. So it's another eye cream. Oh, I mean, that's what it says. Snail Repair Eye Cream. Okay. Wonderful. My gosh, I'm going to have the most hydrated, softest, most supple under eyes with the help of this product. I plan to get another PRF in the next couple of weeks because it's been already a few weeks since my last one. And I really want to get 3 to 4 under my belt before I make a decision on the progress of how it's coming along. I've already had 2 and I definitely want to have 2 more. But this should be fantastic and I'll report on how this one is. Don't want to open everything, of course, because there's so much product I just can't get to all of it all at once, but I will start using these and report back to you. And the last product is this oil-free ultra moisturizing lotion with birch sap by COSRX. And I've heard good things about this brand. I've never ever tried it before, but I think it is a really good brand as far as I know. Formulated with 70.8 birch sap Betula platyphila japonica juice. This lotion helps skin hydrated and calmed. That doesn't make sense. I don't think that's proper English. Take a proper amount of lotion on the palm and gently pat on your face for absorption. I'm sorry I'm reading so slow. I don't have my reading glasses and it's really, really difficult. Okay, so this is worth a try. I guess this is something I can wear under makeup and moisturize my skin before makeup application. I'll link these below in case you want to check them out or just wait until my follow-up for when I let you know what I'm loving. I think I'll end the vlog right here. I'll start a new vlog immediately tomorrow. I want to share a few things with you on the upcoming vlog. I wanted to do it in this video, but I didn't quite get around to getting it done. I'll be sharing some micro habits in the next video to help add a little value to the vlog. I'll probably do 5 or 10 micro habits. I already have them listed out. I just didn't get around to talking to them, and I just want to get this vlog up and start a new one. So I'll see you very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't yet already. It really helps support the channel, and I love having you here and so appreciative of the time that you spend with me. So thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Have a great day wherever you are, or a great evening, and I'll see you soon. Bye.